so this foyer is going to be super cool, and right now you can't see what's going to happen, but this is all going to be a big open staircase that goes all the way down to the first floor.
Correct. Right now we've got a temporary platform so nobody falls off and kills themselves, and it's going to help us build this ceiling that Amy designed for this stairwell foyer area.
Yep, and this is basically like a wall of glass from the first floor all the way up. Huge windows, tons of view in and out of the house. But when you come in the front door down there, you're going to be looking up at this beautiful ceiling. So we are cladding the ceiling in wood and with a lot of beams. And there's a lot of drama in picking out the style of the ceiling and determining how the beams were going to be placed.
7 beams each side, a center ridge beam. The big question was what species, what material, type of wood we were going to use here. And we landed on Western hemlock, which is going to be really cool. It's unusual to put hemlock in this part of the country because it's not as readily available. But it's long grained and it stains up real light. It's gonna blend with the floors.
And then we added 3 big chandeliers here that are gonna kind of hang centered on these windows. So when you're out looking in, whether it's from this side or from this side, you'll see these big, beautiful lights highlighting the ceiling as you come up the stairs, just creating a lot of drama at the foyer.
So we have tile work happening over at the house now. This is the laundry room. We decided to go with a chevron floor that gets centered on this opening. There's gonna be 2 pretty barn doors that open up to this room with a full room of cabinets and functional space.
And then down here we have some more interesting tile. Okay, oh, this room. It looks like they're storing all the extra tile in here, but come on in and check out the bathroom. We use a lot of different tile vendors on every job. There's probably at least 4 or 5, 6, something like that. So we've got Ansacs in the other bathroom, and then we've got some Viking tile in here on the shower wall, some oversized penny rounds.
So here we have a guest bath. In here, we decided to go with a light and bright feeling, kind of similar throughout the whole house. This wall tile in here is actually from Emser, a very cool geometric, kind of relief-looking white textural accent for the whole bath.
In the phase that this house is in right now, it looks like a big drywall box, but there's actually a lot of thoughtful decisions that have gone into the overall design of this house. And one of the big ones is always wood floor.
Yeah.
Right, so it's actually something we pick out fairly early on in the process, and it kind of sets the stage for all the other finishes in the house.
Yeah.
So this is
Here's a wood.
Yeah, custom colored. This is a beautiful 7.5-inch wide plank. A lot of times on projects we'll do maybe a wider plank on the first floor and then a smaller one on the second floor, but we actually just went for it and have a nice beautiful 7.5-inch plank throughout the whole house. Da, papa. I'm sorry.
Where you can move the...
Oh, okay.
We're doing it in all the wrong
We're like
spots.
tearing apart the job site. It's a good thing Mike likes us.
This is the primary bathroom. On the walls, we're doing porcelain slabs that look like iceberg quartzite. And then on the floor, we wanted to mix it up and do a porcelain that has more of a concrete look, but it also has brass inlays in it, which reflects a detail we're doing in the entry too. But yeah, we actually did drawings of this so that the layouts would be a random pattern and really just kind of give a fun, like asymmetrical design.
Let's go into the master bedroom. So coming into their primary suite, we just came from the closet. We decided to make the headboard wall a really big focal point that then gets balanced with a fireplace on the opposite side. They wanted 2 openings to their master closet. So in the center, we have the bed coming off and then a nightstand on either side for them with pendants. But the roof kind of proved a little bit of a tricky situation in this room. So we had this flyover built-in bed idea, but then we had to redesign a little bit because the clients wanted to add arches and then also hide this soffit that kind of ended up happening. It's a combination of wood, fabrics, mirror, Luxe soft surfaces with like an awesome marble Luxe fireplace, TBD.
Okay, so this is one of two staircases. This is the back staircase, which kind of goes right up to the bedrooms and then empties out into the family room, kitchen, living area. But we also have a very grand staircase that's not quite built yet, but that is in the foyer. So this is sort of our back secret staircase, even though it's very exposed and open to the rest of the house.
There's how many? There's 3 ropes.
I'm pretty sure that's all wrong. So this was a super tricky space to navigate, especially the ceiling, which it doesn't seem like it now that it's done, but we actually had a lot of hours on site, back at the office, back on site, trying to work through this with Greenside and with the homeowners. So we had a couple surprise things, I guess. Some steel beams that ended up being at a different height off the floor than we anticipated. And we have a sliding door window situation that we needed to create a pocket for so that we could have window treatments in it. And then we had this room that we were really trying to make very symmetrical, especially off of the focal point of the fireplace. We have a staircase coming in that wasn't exactly the same distance as the exterior wall is. So trying to navigate all these things and make sure that we have symmetry, really good design details, and that we were super thoughtful ahead of time of the things that we were gonna need from more of a decor standpoint was really important. In this ceiling, we ended up extending the ceiling from the kitchen a little bit more into the family room and then pushing it up and creating a tray ceiling, which right now they're actually cladding in wood. And we have sort of strategically placed, right now the ceiling kind of looks like Swiss cheese because the holes are in weird places for the J-boxes, but we actually have some beautiful swag light fixtures that are hanging. So they need a connection point at the ceiling, and then we can kind of swag them and tack them up wherever we want to create a beautiful chandelier. So that's why the lights don't seem very methodical or perfectly laid out, but actually like lots of brain power going into how they were laid out in this ceiling. So you can see here, because we've got all the wiring hanging down, we have a couple different connection points to have 3 different roller shades. So this is a big slider that will open up to the beautiful pool and outdoor seating area. So this is the covered porch. So they can close this space off. It'll have a fireplace, heaters in the ceiling. So they'll be able to close the space off and use it all year. And they have this beautiful access to their pool, big backyard for the kids to play. The landscaping right here is really fun. This is a detail that they sent us a picture of like 2 years ago, to have these pavers kind of work down with the grading of the yard to get to the big backyard. They just have a lot of like cool elements with outdoor concealed lighting and more modern elements that are maybe just
almost
a little bit
West Coast,
Yeah.
which I
A
know
little bit more
Mike loves
California.
when clients send the pictures from
California
and
homes.
warmer climates. It's like,
Don't you?
It's tough
Thumbs
to
up.
make them work here, but Greenside does a good job. We dancing.
Right. Anyway, we love this guy. He's building a great house for our homeowners, and we're just super excited to be on a team together.
Yeah.
We're having fun.
This is not our only project together, so it's always
Right.
fun working with these guys. They need to lighten up a little bit. They're a little too serious.
Yeah, yeah. Finally, I get to be in the picture. Do you know our business name?
Amy Storm & Co. Participation with Amy Storm Designs. Not ASC Design.
Yeah.